Good. Yeah, we got a short presentation tonight, and we've talked a lot about awards. The club's gotten many awards, and it seems like every meeting we have another award given to the club. But we're not going to talk about the awards for contests tonight. We're going to talk about other awards and certificates. Just to give you a general idea of what's available, many of you have achieved some of these. You can probably have them hanging on your wall. But it's good to go through a few of these, and there's many new ones out now because of the digital modes, especially FT8 and things like that. So let's see if we can get this to work here. Okay. Uh-oh. Yeah, here we go. All right. We have awards and certificate. Yes, a lot of them are given for contests, but not just contesting. You can get awards for working counties, states, countries, continents, grid squares, and more things. And also, what I have on the bottom here, you can get operating type awards. Code Proficiency, FIST, which is the CW Preservation Society, and First Contact Certificate. If you're a new ham and you talk to somebody, they can get you a First Contact Certificate, put it up on your wall. Elmer Award, A1 Operators, DX Award, QCWA, which is Quarter Century Wireless Association, Digital Modes, which we'll talk more about those, QSO Parties, Florida QSO Party is one of those. You have islands on the air, you have summits on the air, mountaintops, and even space stations. So you can do a lot of that stuff. And
lighthouses.
Lighthouses too. There's many more. Yeah. If you work all of Florida, I think there's 67 counties, and you do this in Florida QSO Party, you can get one of these certificates, and that's pretty nice to have up on the wall. And their contest calendars, you can find these online. You can find them in QST. QST has them listed every month in the contest corral. You'll find that in the index, so you can find them there. But you can see here, August, September, November, there's the sweepstakes, both CW and phone. Don't forget the CQ Worldwide contest for CW and phone also. All those are big contests. But let's talk about some more of the other things we can do. This is a 5-band Worked All States, and you know the Worked All States Award if you work all the states, United States. This is 5 bands. Do it on 5 bands. Work every state on the 5 bands, and you can get that award. There are others from ARRL like DXCC, which is the DX Century Club. Work 100 countries. WAS Worked All States. WAC Worked All Continents. VUCC, which is VHF, UHF Century Club, work 100 countries, not on repeaters, right, or anything like that.
Grid squares. 100 grid squares.
Oh yeah, that's right, grid squares. And QSL, well, not that, but A1 Operators Club, I mentioned that before. Triple Play, work all 50 states on voice CW and a digital mode. So there's many others. You can see these, even Code Proficiency, Worked All States Award, Worked All Continents. And you can work Antarctica because there are stations there that are on the air pretty frequently. I've worked them a number of times. Put them up on your wall. When you get certificates, put them up. I did a lot of contesting with Yankee Clipper Contest Club. I think Rich did as well.
Yes, I did.
Yeah. And you get certificates, or in this case awards, put them up. My DXCC award as well. Some of what I've worked 310 mixed. I think there's like 320 countries, entities, something like that now.
340.
340? Okay. Put them up on your wall. Make it look nice in your shack. It's nice to put them up. I've got a couple others up here. There's a 10-meter certificate. I've got a 160-meter certificate. You can really make your shack look pretty good by doing that. Now these are some websites that are really important if you want to do some of this, collecting awards. There's literally a directory of thousands of awards on dxawards.com, so that's a great place to look. Also the GAPA Awards, which is really for the digital modes. Take a look there. They have a lot of different awards you can get from different countries and different activities. DX Atlas, very good for reference, especially grid chasers if you're doing grid squares. There's a how-to on dummies.com on how to chase ham radio awards. PODXS070 is the Penn, Ohio, PX Society, and 070 stands for all of the major, I guess it's 20, 40, and 80. They use those frequencies at 070, so that's how it got to be called the 070 Club. And European PSK, there's a couple of those I'm sure that I've joined some of those too. Award for 30 meters and other things, FT8. This is what some of the GAP awards look like for different continents. You can work different things. There's lots of them there, and they really are great. And this is some of the other information that might be useful from ARRL and CQ amateur radio. Also some for mobile county hunters and spotting for the mobile running counties. So some of this is pretty good if you're interested in working it. And well, certificates, we're going to do a little contest here. And if you know who this is, don't shout it out right now. But try and guess who this is, okay? How long have I been working towards certificates? It's not me, because I started in 61, but this person started in 62. And how many certificates? A couple of hundred different kinds of certificates. I was motivated by two clubs. So who is this? Motivated by two clubs. One was the Suncoast VHF Club, and the other one was SPARC, who offered certificates back in the 60s. Modes I've used were first AM, then single sideband, CW, when I was working towards the USA County Award, right? And PSK and variants. So try and figure out who this is. They're here tonight. The equipment setup. A 756 Pro 2 computer, FLDigi program, WS-BT, Digipan, and PSK IMD meter. IMD, you know what IMD is? Like intermodulation distortion. It's very important in PSK. Antennas in power, multiband dipole, the mystery antenna, W5GI, for 80 and 10 through 10 meters, and an A99 vertical, 10, 12, and 15 meters, and never more than 100 watts. No amplifiers, 100 watts. My greatest accomplishment is the USCA County Award, and all the counties in the United States. It was most difficult, most satisfying, and DXCC 224 countries confirmed. So, who is it? It's Leslie. So I wanted to do this quick presentation because Leslie has done a phenomenal job. I mean, it's really great. There are a couple of club members who have done the county awards, and these are things that Leslie said keep in mind when you're doing if you're doing this. You really must have a good general logging program, study the award requirements, gain knowledge of the propagation, the usual things. Oh, sorry. Go back to that one, QRZ.com, and let's see, join the various QSL services, log book of the world, EQSL, etc. Upload your logs, definitely, and use the ARRL QS Bureau for paper logs if you need to get them confirmed that way. They're a great way to get contacts, and you can do it in contests because then you can get a lot of different contacts that way too. So, have a look at Leslie's award books. She's got 3 books here, loose leaf books, full of all these awards. So when we break tonight, come over and take a quick look at them because they're fabulous. I've looked through them, and it's really amazing work. So with that, I'm going to say thank you for listening. I know it's a short presentation, but that's good because tonight we ran a little late in the meeting anyway. But the big thing is to take a look at what Leslie did. And by the way, the county award, Leslie, you said it was, how big is that?
It's about that tall, about that wide. And the frame cost me more than the...
So any questions for Leslie? Because she is the pro at this. I'm sure others here have done a lot of this work as well. But Leslie, you said that there were a couple other people in the club that got this award, and you had checked the counties for one of the other members, IHI?
Yeah, W4IHI, Gary.
Gary.
And I checked all of his 3,077 confirmations when he was ready to send it in. I'm not sure if he's a member. I looked on the membership roster. I do know he came to a couple meetings, because I introduced him to Dave and stuff when we were out at the club trying to get his cards checked. But I don't believe he's a member. Did you check on that, Tom?
Even the name and call.
That's Gary W4IHI.
Yeah. Any other questions for Leslie?
What was the last county that you got?
That Roger was asking me, the brain is gone. It was way out west somewhere. And this lovely couple were going on vacation, and they went out of their way to Mobile over to this county and give me the county, then go all the way back to their house and back up and go the way they were going to go. And I burst into tears when I got that contact.
Wow, that's great. That's great. Imagine, working those counties way out west where nobody lives hardly. It's amazing. You wait for somebody to go out there working mobile, and yeah. So that's good. Other questions? Yeah.
I was curious, does it include counties in Alaska and Hawaii?
In Alaska, they're like what, boroughs?
No.
Provinces or something.
No.
Does the award include those?
Judicial districts, okay.
Judicial
And, anyway, there's like 4 of them, and
Oh, okay.
there is activity in them, except for Kilauea, which is quite near the old leper colony that was there,
Okay.
and that's very restricted, and there's only one little spot in a parking lot that a mobile can go to work from there. So it's not put on the air very often, but if you, some of those websites have what we call spots, and whoever's running, what we call in their cars, they'll either spot themselves on this spotting network, and it says where they're going, or someone will spot for them. And believe me, when Kilauea comes up, jump on it.
Another question?
Just for reference, what's the number? Is it 3688 or something like that? Counties.
3,077?
What is it?
3,077.
Okay, all right, yeah, so it's over 3,000.
Wow. That's a lot.
Leslie, how long did it take you to do it?
Well, I started that. I would say back in maybe 2011 or so, I really started because one of our members here, Wendy Kincaid, KB1AF, when she passed away, her certificate was shown at her memorial service, and that inspired me. That, I had been piddling around with it for a bit, just casually, but I thought, I'm going to try to do this. And so I researched. Hamming takes a lot of research. Read, and look up stuff. And
So how long did it take the first time?
Okay, I finished up in 2013. So it went fast, and it goes very fast if you can use CW. I use digital CW because I don't trust my fist anymore, and I don't want to waste any time with the poor guy that's out there that's got 20 stations calling me, and I want it clean, so I use that, but I can copy it. I have to copy his call and where he is, and my signal report and my call.
So you're doing it the second time? And
Yeah,
so
I'm on the second time now doing, first time was mixed, various modes, AM to whatever. And this time I'm trying it on all CW, and I've got 423 to go, I think, on CW.
Fantastic.
But it's a lot of fun, it's a
Yeah.
challenge.
But I mean, 100 lots, I mean, you know, that's good.
It's a personal challenge.
Yeah, challenge. Any other questions? Yeah, you know, get your certificates mounted. You can buy inexpensive frames at Walmart or wherever. They're great to put up. This one's from Contest Club. This one is my 070 Club certificate. You can just put that up on the wall. You can even, you know, if you're really clever and work hard, you can even get an Elmer's Award. There it is. Yeah. All right. Oh, yeah. This is one more. It came in an envelope folded in 3 pieces. This is working the V26B team during CQ Worldwide DX, and I worked them on 5 bands, so they sent me a nice little certificate there too. All right. That's it for tonight, unless you've got any more questions. But come over and see some of Leslie's work. It's amazing stuff. All right. Thank you.